Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening? How is everybody tonight? Everything is good here on the good ship Lily 2. We are once again intact, fully functional and operational again with a newly installed throttle cable. So I hope after all the fiasco the last night or two with everybody throwing all their suggestions as to what we should do with or without the throttle cable, you now understand why I needed to buy an original throttle cable that will match up and work for the boat. It's a very, very specific piece of hardware. It was not a motorcycle cable. It was not a lawnmower cable. Very, very specific piece of hardware designed and engineered specifically for this application. So we needed to get the right part, and we did. We went to West Marine. They actually had a West Marine here about 5.4 miles from here. I went to West Marine and I bought the cable. $39.99, $40 for the cable. Actually, the taxi ride cost me the same as the cable did. It was $40 for a cab ride to go 5 miles up and 5 miles back, 5.4 miles, excuse me. Which I was a little perturbed about, because when I called the taxi and got a price, she said, oh, well, it should only be about 15 bucks. Yeah, right, 20 bucks each way. So she was off by a little bit. I was expecting it to be $30. I wasn't expecting 40, but there you go. We went up to West Marine. They had the part. They were holding it for me. I went in, grabbed it, came right back. Got here about an hour later or so. We had the mechanic show up. He jumped right into it about 12:30. He started today, and by 3:30 we were done. It was not a 1 hour job. It was a 3 hour job, and his employer tried to charge me for a 4 hour job. That wasn't happening. So we got that straightened out a little bit. So hey Carla, how you doing? Hey Wood Beast, what's going on, man? Hey, Craig Johnson, it was an outboard motor cable from West Marine. Go figure. It was not an outboard motor cable. Maybe those can also be used for outboard motors, but it was a cable specifically designed to work with my Edison pedestal and my engine. So, sure didn't look like any cable I've seen on an outboard motor, but go figure. Not the ones I've seen anyway. It's all done, back to sailing. Yeah, well, yeah, motoring tomorrow, I'm afraid. So, was the repair pricey? Well, yeah, I'm going to get into that here in a little bit, Wood Beast. It was a lot more money than I expected to pay, and I'm kind of perturbed about it. A little bit of unintentional, I think, on their part, but a little bit of bait and switch went on. But I'm going to wait, so I only have to explain this once. And then we can go on. You better be careful. Be careful about what evil. What are you referring to? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. There's a lot of things I probably should be careful about, but what in particular are you referring to at this juncture? Oh man, anyhow, day started out cold today, man. I'm talking chilly. Hey pilot, I had 40 degrees. John on the boat 2 down from me said he had 39, so 39, 41 degree, whatever. It was cold this morning, man. I rolled out from underneath the blankets, and the first thing I did was get into some clothing. It's getting cold again this evening. It's not quite supposed to get as cold as it was last night, but still pretty chilly. Way too chilly, I thought, for South Carolina. I expected it to be quite a bit warmer here in South Carolina than what it is. It's been pretty darn chilly. I had to laugh. There were people today getting their boats prepared to be pulled out and put up on the hard for the winter. I was like, what winter? This is South Carolina. You guys don't have winter. It doesn't snow and ice here. And he goes, well, sometimes we get some snow and ice, but rarely. But it gets cold, you know, it's 40 degrees out. It was cold out, so they're putting their boat up. I thought, okay, whatever. So, all done, Trav. Throttle cable is purchased and installed and working and tuned up and all worked today. So, take 60 there today. Hey, pilot, that's cool. You know, we had 62 for a high today. 48 on Louisiana's Gulf Coast. Wow, Bubba, that's wild. I would have thought, oh, excuse me, this early in the year it would get that cold down there. So the sad news is that by the time he finally got the work done, and I got everything packed back into the lazarettes and and clean up the mess, because yeah, I had to go out and vacuum and clean up a bunch of stuff. By the time I got done doing all that, it was already like 5:30 this evening. It was just too late for me to head out. I was hoping to get out of here so I didn't have to pay for another night here in the marina. I got to pay for another night in the marina apparently. So, and I have to buy some fuel tomorrow. And so while I'm talking, just as a reminder, 52 people here right now. Just as a reminder, we have a 2-for-1 special going on right now. One of my supporters, John Dolan, is matching anybody's donation to my PayPal tonight. Up to $1,000 he's going to match. So anybody that donates to my PayPal tonight, John Dolan is going to match dollar for dollar. So far we have a total of $225 total so far in the kitty. He's going to match that part. But we have until the end of the month to raise a total of $1,000. And so if you've been thinking about donating some money, it's a really good time for you to do that now, because it will enable me to get twice whatever you donate. I will get that again from John. So it doubles your investment and your donation. So it's a really good deal. So if you want to deal, donate 50 or 100 or 20 or 5 or $1 or whatever you're going to do, just realize that he's going to match you dollar for dollar in anything you donate up to $1,000. Pretty cool. Frankly, I'm going to use that money for 2 different things. One, I'm going to be able to get a computer so I can start editing real videos again, which means you're going to start seeing some more LilyCam photos. You're going to start seeing some more drone footage. A lot of that stuff will be coming up pretty quickly. Yes, PayPal is preferred. There's a link in the description down below. It's paypal.me/Carl Brook. Very simple. paypal.me/Carl Brook. That'll get you to my PayPal account. You can donate there. Anyhow, it would be really cool if you could do that. So, but we're at $225 right now. So, smoking, it took 3 hours total to do the job. Only because the first hour, not really argue with the guy, but I'm not the expert. I'm certainly, this guy's a marine mechanic. He knows mechanics. He knows what he's doing, and that's all great. All I did was watch the Edson Pedestal Company's video on how to replace the cable. I watched them. They explained how to do it. So when he got here, I explained to him what I saw in the video about how to go about doing it. And he said, oh, no, we don't need to loosen up the steering cables. We can do it without messing with the steering cables. Well, after about an hour of yanking and banging on stuff, he said, okay, I guess we have to remove the steering cables and loosen them up and stuff. So I was like, okay, dude, so there was an hour wasted with the guy farting around with stuff when he should have just done as I said in the first place. So I was a little perturbed about that. But anyhow, he dove into it and he got it done. There was some other hiccups we ran into. My steering mechanism, there's 2 boards that are braced into the back of the boat, fiberglassed in and wood brace between them. On the one board had a little bit of the fiberglass. It was kicking out a little bit. So we did cut a piece of 2x4, hammered that into position, ran some wood screws into it to hold it in place. So it's now stiffened up my steering a little bit. In fact, I can feel the steering wheel feels a little snugger now than what it was. He did check the engines for broken motor mounts. He thought it wasn't necessarily broken, but the motor mount may have loosened up a little bit. But at that point, we were well over the amount of time and more money than I could afford to spend already with what he was doing. So we couldn't really delve into that. But sure enough, the motor is vibrating pretty good just without being in drive. So my theory about the problem with the vibration has been my drive shaft maybe being a little bent or misaligned. He seemed to think the problem is maybe what Doug had suggested. It could be, in fact, a loose motor mount, not a broken one, but a loose motor mount. He said if I wanted to, I could have him come back tomorrow. It would be like an hour and a half job for him to dig around, and I can't afford to do that. So that's going to have to wait until much later in order to do that. Now, and here's the thing I wanted to wait on before I went in any detail about this, because something I'm very pissed off about tonight. When I spoke to Guy, the guy everyone was talking about, his name is Guy, about doing the repair work, Guy gave me a price of $80 an hour and told me it was going to be about a 1 hour job. So I told Guy, sure, come in, let's do it. He said, okay, I'll give you a call back later that evening. Well, he didn't call me back that evening, so I called him again this morning, and he called me like right back after I called him. And he said that his one service guy didn't show up today. The other service guy was in the hospital with kidney stones or something. So he didn't have anybody that could come do it. But he was going to call this other guy, Ryan, here, and have Ryan have one of his guys come over and do it. And I'm like, well, that's fine, no problem. So Ryan called me up and said, okay, yeah, I'll have a guy there, in a little bit. I said, well, I'm going to West Marine to get the cable. He said, well, call me as soon as you get back with the cable. My guy will be there immediately. Okay, so I went, got the cable. I came back, called the guy. The guy showed up about an hour later, got the whole job done. Gets the whole job done. The job's done. He's packing up and leaving. And Ryan finally, the boss finally shows up. Ryan tells me that he was there for 4 hours. He wasn't. He was there for 3 and actually only worked really for 2. But he was also trying to tell me it was $125 an hour and not $80 an hour. I was like, oh, hell no. No. That's not the price I was quoted. I was quoted 80. He said, well, we didn't quote a price. I said, well, that's your mistake. You should have. I was talking to Guy, and Guy quoted me $80 an hour. So he and I argued back and forth for a while. Still, it ended up costing me a bit more than what I had anticipated, but it wasn't $125 an hour for 4 hours. We got that figured out. But still, I was a little pissed off that I had to pay more than what I was prepared to. And so now I got to figure out how to buy fuel tomorrow, because he pretty much took my last penny. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to buy some fuel tomorrow. But hopefully somebody here will take advantage of John Dolan's kind offer and donate a little bit, and I can top off the fuel tank once again. So, but there you go. All right, what all I missed in the chat? Let me say hello to everybody. Hey Andy, what's going on, brother? Somebody required your mileage may vary. Oh yeah, man. No, we had no, there was no minimum charge. I'm starting a YouTube channel. Very good, Mike. Did he crack the fiberglass hammering on it? No, it was already had a place where the board was loose. I saw that beforehand. Hey Jared, hey Alan. I call it Worst Marine. Yep. How much do you need? I need all I can get, man. I need all I can get. SV Tickle Me Fin. Hey, Tickle Me Fin, if you... Here, I tell you what. If you don't like it, don't watch. It's that simple, okay? The here-ness of here. Yep, very much. Did you hear my Worst Marine joke? Yeah, I heard it. Yep, old joke. Anyhow, so we did get the part fixed. So we got that done. It's very cold this morning. You guys, some of you guys watched the video I was doing this morning, a live stream, and my neighbor John came over and visited. After the live stream, I went over and sat over at John's boat for a while. He and I sat and exchanged some stories and talked about some stuff. It was really cool. I went in and looked at his boat. He's got a pretty nice boat. Yep, Alan, it's all fixed and it's working, and I can leave here in the morning with a brand new throttle cable installed. So here I am. They charge an extra $25 per foot for alcohols. Huh. Where's that guy that helped you out? No, John's not the guy that helped me out. No, John is just a neighbor guy. So, nope, no cash discount. Wouldn't matter. Mike didn't have any cash anyway. Had to use a credit card. So, hey, Patriot Canadian, how you doing, ma'am? Thank you, Frank. Yep, there's my PayPal address for anybody who wants to jump in and help out. Cash is king. Cash is always king, man. Cash is always king. Absolutely. Absolutely. But unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of ATMs available along the ICW. So and the money goes into PayPal, and then I use the PayPal card to pay for stuff. So, yeah, John's sort of an interesting character, Pilot. He's sort of an interesting character. He was fun to talk to. Apparently, he had been here before, and was a liveaboard here, and then they booted him because they put in rules that you couldn't live here and stay here. And now they've changed that, and they do allow people to live on their boats again. In fact, there's quite a few people here who live on their boats full time. And and yes, I did. He gave me a television set. I don't have it installed anywhere yet, but I got a television set. So you need some help, Mike. The only thing I need is some financial help. That's all. Other than that, we're good. Pirates in the house. Yep. Cold weather, 85 down here. 40 degrees here this morning, Frank. 40. Carl back on the boat. Okay, yeah, I've been on the boat for quite a while. I don't know about back on the boat, but yeah, I've been back on the boat for quite a while now. Let's see, since the 1st of May, I've pretty much been on the boat. So, so anyhow, we got the cable fixed. We're gonna get out of here first thing in the morning. We got a long haul tomorrow. I'm gonna try to make some tracks tomorrow. No, I don't need any financial advice. Thank you. Someone deleted Tickle Me Fin at Trav Spence. Okay, I don't know. I just put him in timeout. Rub it in. Yeah, right. Frank's nice and warm down there, so. Trav asked, okay, you feel better having the correct part installed? Absolutely, Pilot. Yeah, absolute confidence. Confidence. And it's silky smooth now. It really is. It's just silky smooth. It works beautifully now. So, we're in Ohio. You did a mass mailing and didn't get any listings. How will it be different from Florida? Bob, you can't just do one. It's got to be something that's done on an ongoing, consistent fashion. And actually, I did get people called up from that one. I just wasn't in a position to go and deal with those at that moment. So, any strange sightings out at sea? No, but I get a lot of strange sightings here on my YouTube channel. That TV could be plugged into your new computer. Yes, it could be stuck in BC. That's very true. Yep. And the letters is a nice touch. Yep. Yep. The last mass mailing I did from Ohio, 6 months ago or so, and I did get some folks who called. I just wasn't in a position really to do that. I should have waited before doing that mailer. So, hey Gene, how you doing, brother? That's good stuff. I guess Carl put him in timeout. Yep, I did. One listing and having a partner down in Florida who was a partner, anyone who could help get you established. Yeah, I have another realtor down there who I'm going to be working with as a partner. I don't need someone down there to help me get established. I'll be able to do that just fine. So anyhow, moving along, we're going to try to make some big tracks tomorrow. We're going to try to cover a lot of ground, and pork chops to come off the grill. Oh man, that sounds nice. So. 1,500 in a TV, geez. I have no idea what you're talking about. 1,500 in a TV. Geez, that makes no sense. Somebody gave me a television set. I'm not using it right now. I have no way of plugging it in. I have no antenna for it. It's just up in the front bow right now. Mike, if you want to help out, you can donate money through my PayPal. That would be the way to help out. Frank just posted in the chat the link to my PayPal. If you'd like to help out, you feel free to donate some money. Right now, anybody that donates to my channel right now, John Dolan is matching dollar for dollar up to $1,000. So anybody that wants to, if you donate $1, he's going to match $1. If you donate $100, he'll match the $100 up to $1,000. So if you're going to be able to donate, feel free to go ahead and donate, and we'll go from there. Mike, how much do you need? Well, right now my need is like $100 is all I need. You know, right now I need $100. I need to pay for some fuel and I need to pay for a night stay here in the marina right now. What I'm going to need here in the next month, I'm going to need about $3,500 or so to get down to Florida and get my business started back up. So that's kind of what I'm working towards right now. Yeah, Martin, I kind of agree with you. I think that's probably going to be the case. And Martin, just because you responded to him that way, I'm going to agree. I'm not even going to bother putting it up to a vote. So I don't like seeing people attack other people on the channel. Everything you have. There you go. There's a $sign under the chat. Is that how this works? Actually, no, Mike. You could do super chat, but it's a very inefficient way to donate money. PayPal takes a huge percentage, and I won't see any of that money for like a month and a half. Hitting my PayPal account, going to paypal.me/Carl Brook is the most effective way to donate. Frank put a link to that in the chat just a little bit ago. If you scroll back up in the chat, you'll see it. If not, in the description down below, there's a thing showing it there. You can highlight it and donate that way. PayPal is without a doubt the preferred way because I really don't lose any money to them whatsoever. They pretty much, whatever people donate into PayPal, I get pretty much 100% of. So there you go. There's the PayPal link right there. PayPal.me/Carl Brook. Exactly. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate that. And Frank, by the way, you told me you had good news today, and I said, awesome. I really expected you to come back with some details, and you never did. So I'm interested to hear what the details of that was, Frank, so I know all that went on with it. But anyhow, so tonight we're expecting it to be pretty cold here in the marina. I'm going to be leaving here in the morning, so I feel safe now to let everybody know that I have been at the Barefoot Marina. Barefoot Marina is where I am. This is a resort. It's the Barefoot Marina and condos and golf course and swimming pool and restaurants and this whole Barefoot is a big complex here in where I am near Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This is like some whole big, huge resort type thing. But here's the rub, and I thought it was pretty funny. For me to spend one night here, it's $2 a foot. So my 29-foot boat cost me $58 a night to stay here. If I decided to live here and stay on my boat, $300 a month. For $200 a month, you get to tie your dinghy up to the dinghy dock in Florida. For $300 a month, you get a mooring ball. So for here, for $300 a month, I get a slip with electric, with cable television, in a nice marina, with a golf course and a swimming pool right here. But down in the Florida Keys, I get a mooring ball, and I get to tie up my dinghy to the dinghy dock and a parking space for one vehicle. So little difference there. This is actually a really good value. I mean, you know, if I wasn't so set up in my plans to go forward where I'm going, boy, you know, for someone to be able to buy a boat like mine and live here in this marina for $300 a month, I mean, that's living pretty cheap, guys. That's really cheap rent. Yeah, like Gene says, there's 4 golf courses around here. There's all kinds of stuff. Andy, thank you, brother. Andy just hit PayPal. Thank you, Andy, very much. Appreciate that, man. You rock, Andy, as always, dude, as always. Mr. Retired guy, sir. Oh, gosh. Yeah, go ahead. Goodbye. Oh, more troll nonsense. So, anyhow, so it's, I mean, it's really a hell of a deal here. So, yeah, that's nothing new. Old stuff, Martin. Just boring. Nothing original there. Anyhow, so yeah, it's kind of a cool neighborhood. There's some good shopping centers in around here. There's the Bass Pro Shops. There's well, right around Myrtle Beach, and of course there's the beach not too far from here. If you had a car, you could go to the beach every day. This is not a bad place to live on a boat, guys. I mean, this is a nice marina for $300 a month. So just saying, for those of you that are thinking about exploring the lifestyle, you could live here, work here, go golfing, hang out, live pretty comfortably on $300 a month. And, you know, okay, so it's pretty cold right now, but it doesn't get a whole lot colder than this here. It's usually pretty nice here. So, and as Woodby said, John Dolan's matching everybody dollar for dollar. So, okay, let's see what I missed here. Had to go up to the B&B for a week in North Georgia. Blasted cold compared to Southwest Florida. Can't wait to get back to Florida. There you go, Alan, huh? I just clicked it, and it's very easy to use. Google, YouTube already has my credit card. I'm not sure. I trust PayPal. They once cheated me out of. Oh, well, I trust PayPal emphatically, Mike. They've been really good to me so far. So, another good golf resort. Played there many times. There you go, Gene. I'm not watching. Yes, Carla, that's correct. I need about $2,500 to $3,000 to get me back to work. I need some marketing funds. I have to pay for some MLS fees, and I need a vehicle. In fact, I was looking today for $1,500. I could buy a really nice used Lincoln Continental. A really nice used one for about $1,500. So I think that's the way to go. Those big Lincolns and stuff like that don't have much resale value. They go and they sell pretty cheap. This one only had 90,000 miles on it. Looked like it was in pretty good shape. So that's the kind of car I'm looking at. Something inexpensive, 1,000, 1,500 max. So don't leave, great place to live. Yep. Let me see what else am I missing here. Mike, I did not see any donation from you, no. To eat in the area. Yeah, lots of great places to eat here. Tend to grow up absolute power crops, absolutely. You don't have to watch or contribute. Nope, you don't have to. I'm getting a kick out of having control. Okay. Good for you. Loving the show tonight. Good work. It's smoking over in Woodby's. Yep, doing a good job. You should buy it. Those are great. Okay. Cadillac DTS also go for it. Yeah, Alan, exactly. Those big cars like that don't have much resale value, and I think they're a really good value for people. So, delete Martin Hill. That's not me. Okay, so moderators, could you please check out the fake Martin Hill? And if that is the fake Martin Hill, let's go ahead and bump him. So, thanks, donate to car call. All right, so, what's going to help? We have had a hell of a month ourselves, put out 2,000 on our boat. Wow, Mary Kay, sorry to hear that. Yep, I know the feeling. I know the feeling, so, huh. Good job, pilot. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So, anywho, guys, trying to make big tracks. I'm kind of excited because we're getting into some areas that actually I kind of wanted to go and see, like Charleston. Like Charleston, we're gonna be at Charleston. I'm trying to pull it up on my iPad so you see the light coming off my iPad, but. We're gonna be at Beaufort. We're gonna be at Beaufort. We're gonna be going by Charleston. We're gonna be going past Savannah. Where are we going else? So I'm hoping to cover half the ground of Georgetown tomorrow. I'm gonna get about halfway between here and Georgetown. So tomorrow, not tomorrow night, but the following night, I hope to be in Georgetown. And that from Georgetown, it's going to take me probably 3 days total to get down to Charleston, South Carolina. And Charleston, I plan on being in there for a day or so. I may take a day off in Charleston and do a little provisioning and that kind of stuff while I'm there. So. Take the Dink motor for a test drive. You're gonna wait until you're at an emergency. Oh yes, all fixed, ready to go. Yeah, I hope you deleted the correct Martin Hill. So, is PayPal down? Nothing that I'm aware of. Nope. I have a friend who lives in building 122 at Barefoot Landings. Been there several times. I thought that place looked familiar. Neat. Yep, Carly. That's where I'm at. Gets more expensive further south. Yeah, okay. BC, yeah, Carl. You're giving more thought to going back to Patreon only streams. No, I'm going to be doing more Patreon only streams on Sundays, but only on Sundays. And this coming Sunday, depending on where I am, if I'm hopefully going to be in Charleston by then. I don't think I'll make it by that quickly, but I'm hoping to. Yeah, we're gonna go back to doing at least one. I try to keep them as public as possible because I just think it's nice for everybody to be able to be involved and not be so exclusionary. But sometimes the trolls just wear me down, and I got to do a patron only one just to get away from all the trolls. So just to remind myself and have a little peace and stuff. But lately they really haven't been bothering me very much at all. I mean, they tried doing their nonsense, but I'm in a good place right now mentally, and so I kind of defeat that, and so it's not that big of an deal. So that would get rid of trolls. Yeah, Martin, I understand that, and that's why I said I'm going to do this coming Sunday. I'll do a patron only one because my patrons actually appreciate it as well. So you'll get more patrons. Yep. And I hit the link. Maybe you signed up for Patreon by accident. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you hit, Mike, but okay. Any idea on a new boat in the future? Too far out right now for me to even be thinking along those lines. Right now, I just need to focus on getting myself there and getting to work. So, Beaufort, like Beaufort, North Carolina, I'm not trying to be a smart. Actually, Carla, I understand that in North Carolina, it's Beaufort, and in South Carolina, it's Beaufort. Yes, Beaufort. Beaufort is what it is, and that's where I'm going to is Beaufort. So I agree with you, Carla. Yes. Happy birthday to someone the other day. Maybe she can come on the boat with you. Maybe. I'm not ready to have anybody on the boat with me yet, Martin. I have to get to Florida, and I have to get a storage unit or something and get some stuff off the boat, or I need to rent an office space or something and get some stuff off the boat. I need to get stuff off the boat. I have too much stuff on the boat right now. There's just no room for me to have somebody else on the boat right now. Leaks to the patron only live streams. Maybe so, Frank. Maybe. Let us hope, man. Let us hope. So. Did the guy do a service on the motor while he was there? No. All the guy did was install the cable today, and that took him 3 hours to get done. So, dated a Marine in Beaufort. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, pilot. We should talk more about that later. To give you a better understanding. Get back to work, save a few bucks, reassess, and go from there. No rush. Exactly the plan, stuck in BC. I am in a hurry right now to get down to Florida so I can get back to work. I'm kind of jazzed about it. I'm excited about going down there and getting back to work. So I'm looking forward to it. So no, we did not worry about. We got the cable installed today, guys. I could barely afford to get the cable installed, let alone anything else. So, Beaufort in North Carolina, Beaufort in South Carolina. Okay. Evil, no evil. That's Frank for you. Yep. Frank, and that's true. Frank should not have gone there, but. Frank, like me, has been pretty beat up by a lot of trolls. And unfortunately, Frank carries a bit of animosity, which I understand, but was living on a boat a dream of yours when you were a kid? Yes and no, actually. Yeah, when I was a kid growing up in Port Washington, I would oftentimes look at all the pretty sailboats out in Manhasset Bay, wishing I could own one of them. I mean, like we're talking about junior high school age. Back then, I wanted to have a sailboat and live on one. So it was a special cable. Yes, it was. It was a very special cable. Hey, Mary, how you doing, darling? I enjoyed our conversation last night, Mary. I'm sorry I cut you a little short last night, Mary, but I was really dog tired. I really was tired. And it was cold. It's getting cold on the boat again tonight. So literally when I get done with my live stream tonight, I get done with this live stream, I'm making my bed, wrapping myself up in a blanket and going to sleep. I need to get up not too early tomorrow. I got to meet the guys here at the fuel dock before I head out. And they're not going to get in at 8 a.m. So hopefully I'll be able to get together with them at 8 a.m. and get my accounts with them sorted out. So at least that's what I am working towards anyway. So hopefully we'll get that done. And then we're going to try to get out of here and make way. So tomorrow, I am hoping to make it to this little oxbow out in the middle of nowhere, frankly. I'm going to be trying to get to Georgetown. I hope to be in Georgetown the day after tomorrow. But in the meantime, let me see if I can find it here on Google Earth. There. Where is it? Right there. I'm going to be somewhere. I'm going to be somewhere. Whoop. I'm going to be somewhere in that picture tomorrow on the water there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm going to be somewhere there in the middle of the bay. I'm going to be somewhere there in the middle of the bay. I don't know if I'm going to have any kind of good cell phone reception. I've read through Active Captain that cell phone service there is not great, so there's a good chance that I may not have cell phone service there, but we're going to try. So, okay, guys, let's just leave Frank alone, okay? Let's just leave everybody leave everybody else alone. Let's not go down that nonsense again tonight, okay? Just realized that I'm using some barbecue sauce from your stomping grounds, Montgomery Inn out of Cincinnati. Hey, there you go, Gene. Cool. Carl, did you get my invite today? Tickle Me Finn, I did not get any invite from you today that I'm aware of, so. The map looks like a reproductive system. Yeah, it pretty much does. Here, wait till I back out a little bit, and I'll back out a little bit and show you. I'm going to be going down through this big swampy area in here. I don't know if I can show it like that. There you go. So this whole area down through here, I'm going to be going down through that whole swampy area there. That's my that's what I have to run through tomorrow. Tomorrow, the next day is going to be all big swamp run. So, do you have to pay up front for the dock fees, or do you pay upon departure? Normally you pay up front, but they're letting me pay for tonight, tomorrow morning. So, hey Gypsy, sorry, I just corrected deleting the wrong Martin. Uh-oh, pilot, there you go. You did delete the wrong Martin. You got it straightened out now. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Let's hope that's the case. So, I will leave it in your good hands to make sure that's not taken care of right. So, do you just motor sail? No, I often sail when I can, but you don't sail in the ICW. You motor in the ICW. So, my experience, Philippe, sorry, daily experience, unless you have a credit card with a big enough balance on it, you can just leave the card open, which is dangerous. Yeah, and that's kind of what I did here, Mary. I used my credit card when I first got here, paid for the first night's stay, and when I leave tomorrow morning, I get everything else cleared off and taken care of as I leave. So, how Felipe got in there? Oh, you never can tell. I have no idea where I'm staying in Charleston. I'll be staying on my boat. Use a dinghy, save lots of. Yeah, actually, Ronald, that's exactly what I plan on doing. There's 2 free docks in Charleston, but they're not for overnight. They're I can pull my boat up to them and I can tie up to them during the daytime, but I can't stay overnight there. So I was planning on bringing my boat over to the town dock, tying it up, going ashore, doing some provisioning, and getting everything back to the boat. And then from there, I was going to pull out and get on anchor out in the bay, out in front of Charleston. There's a big steel yard there at Charleston. There's like a big pond in front of the steel yard, so I was just going to go ahead and anchor in that pond. That was a recommended anchorage for people. So, okay. All right, Martin, so we got you straightened out. Very good. Well, I wouldn't say often sail. Okay. I sail as often as I can. How's that? You don't need a dinghy on the ICW. Well, some places you do. Hey, Bob Palou, go ahead, man. See you later. happening here tonight. Peace. Yeah, I agree, Carla. Peace. Sometimes we're sailing channel, Brenda. Sometimes. Good place to tool around for a day or two. Yep, tickle me fin. That's exactly what I was anticipating. I'm going to go to Charleston, and it's from the town dock there in Charleston. It's 1.1 mile over to the Piggly Wiggly. I love that name, Piggly Wiggly. When I was a boy, we had a farm there in Ohio, in southeast Ohio, and the local grocery store when I was a kid growing up was the Piggly Wiggly. Later on, it became a Kroger store, but I had fond memories of going to the Piggly Wiggly. And in Charleston, there is a Piggly Wiggly grocery store that is 1.1 mile from the town dock. So I plan on walking over to the Piggly Wiggly and doing some grocery shopping because I just think it's going to be cool to do. So I haven't been in a Piggly Wiggly since I was, not even a teenager, I don't think. So I sunk a small swell boat in Charleston Harbor completely. Oh, well, let's hope I don't do that, Carla. Charleston's where the famous line, frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn about trolls. Or in the more nautical sense, you could say, frankly, scallop, I don't give a clam. Oh, that's the more nautical way of doing that. So anyhow, so we're making pretty good progress, guys. You know, I brought up the map on of the United States on my iPad, and let me see if I can angle this so it shows up in the camera. Well, it always seems to blare out. Anyhow, I pulled up the map on the United States, and I was impressed with how far south on the United States I was already. I'm pleased with my progress I'm making. So, Charleston is where the famous line. Okay, yep, I just read that. Okay, can you clear a 55-foot bridge? Yes, I can. I can clear a 50-foot bridge actually. My mast is 36 feet tall. My mast steps onto the top of the deck at 6 feet above the water, and I have a 2-foot tall antenna on top of that. So 36 and 6 is 42, and 2 is 44. I can get underneath a 45-foot bridge. And 6 is 42, and 2 is 44. I can get underneath a 45-foot bridge, actually. But I safely assume to myself I can get under 50 feet. So, Mike, I have no idea if I get your Patreon. I don't get notices about people joining Patreon unless I go check my mail. I'll go check my mail on my iPad and see if it shows any new patron members. The only new patron member that I'm aware of most recently is Adam. Adam is a new patron member, and that's all I've got. There's no notification of anybody joining Patreon or any other donations through PayPal except for Andy a little bit ago. So, if that answers your question. You're shuffling with your wagon to Piggly Wiggly should be a sight to see. Okay, well. Coast Guard cutter with a harness life plucked 3 of us out of the storm. Very scary. Oh, wow, Carla, that is scary. Did you sell the West Marine supplies you bought to fix the old dink? No, because I'm using them to fix the old dink, the old dink. You're good at math. I used to be. To get pumped out in Charleston if you need it. Okay. Huh. All right. So, yep, okay. Now Adam's going to get harassed. Don't say that aloud. I didn't say which Adam. There's a guy named Adam. It's not necessarily the Adam going to Florida guy. It's just someone named Adam. In fact, this Adam has a different email address completely. So there. You know, once again, people jump to assumptions on here that are not in evidence. Oh. I think PayPal ripped me off again. I'm going to go fix it. All right, Mike, have fun with that, man. Yeah, I've heard of Stuckey's before. Isn't that like a restaurant chain? I'm just talking on camera. Yeah, okay. You know, Brenda, we'll just put you on timeout. I thought we made it pretty clear, so you can go away. Isle of Palms in Charleston. That sounds interesting. Okay. 55, you can stay inside till Miami. Yep, that's what I understood, Ronald. Although I'm actually looking at some places where I may jump to the outside because it would be a shorter way around. So, very strange that how they took it out. Richard, yeah, I did. I sent you an email, man. Hey, doing, cuz? Yep, I sent you an email thanking you for that. I think you should have gotten that by now. Freedom, I pumped out once. Okay. How's things going today in the land of the free? Well, it's going fine, sharpshooter. Hey, Slipstream, what's going on, man? How you doing? Did you shop much at Wallbound? No. That was unparalleled. Okay, I'm not sure what that was all about, but okay. Anyhow, so yeah, cuz I sent you an email thanking you for the donation. I appreciate that, man. I remember Stuckey's on I-40. Yeah, I thought Stuckey's was like a restaurant chain. Isn't it like something like that? So, oh, I am in, where am I in? I am in a marina. I'm in Barefoot Marina. I am in South Carolina at Barefoot Marina. That's where I am right now. It's me. I ain't scared. No trolls. There you go, Adam. I love it. Yep. And I wasn't going to volunteer that it was you, Adam. I wasn't going to volunteer that. In fact, I tried to cover it a little bit by saying that you have a different email, but that's your prerogative to have different emails. So I ain't afraid of no trolls. I love it, Adam. That's awesome, man. And thank you for joining, Adam. I appreciate that, man. I actually have you still on my list of people to send thank you notes out to, so I haven't gotten to that one yet. Distance to destination, I have not a clue. I haven't looked. About a little more than 800, less than 850, somewhere in there. So, did you put on one cable or two? Mike, we only replaced the one cable. We looked at the other cable. We actually disconnected it, pulled it out, looked at it. It's in fine shape. It doesn't seem to be at all fatigued. There's no sharp bends in the throttle cable. It's just a straight connection type cable. So the opinion was between me and the service guy is that the shift levers look like it's in fine shape and didn't need to be replaced. So we did not replace it. It's only like a 3-foot long cable anyway, but we did replace the throttle cable all the way through. So. And with that, a whole bunch of stuff jumped by. Let me catch up. Where am I at? When you get to South Carolina, you have to go to the hardware store to True Value, Lawnmower, Forrest Gump, drove in the movie. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Hey, Cliff, how you doing, man? West Marine matched the Defender price on the cable. Yes, it was $39.99, which is the same. Actually, Defender had it for $40 and something. West Marine had it for $39.99. So I got it at the West Marine price. Now that you brought that up, so Central Americans headed towards Texas. Isn't this going to end well? Yeah, well, name was John Cena. How about Tar Baby? It's a Myrtle Beach pancake house. Can't believe that a restaurant with that age still exists. Yeah, right? Huh. You can motor your boat up to the Shem Creek Raw Bar and eat oysters until you explode near Isle of Palms. All right, Carly, good to know. Name, not age. Yeah, I figured that's what you were saying, Gene, yeah. I know it's an odd question, but what are the seals in that cabin made from? The seats. What are the seats made from? The seats are wood. They're wood frame, plywood, wood frame, and on top of that is supposedly a 4-inch cushion that's now about a 3-inch cushion that, as you can see, are all tore up, and they've got plastic backings on them. That's my seat cushions, but the seats are wood and plywood framed. So, oh man, where are we at here? Okay, lube it up. Anyone that knows body language could tell. Okay, just watch the channel. Whoop, where'd we go? Okay, Oh, hey, Joe Peak, how you doing? How to sail Oceans, Virginia Beach to Miami, 5.5 days, but you'll need to leave the ditch, 30-foot boat with no engine. Can you make it that run, save fuel and money? Yeah, Joe, that would be real easy to do if I had someone that would another crew person on board. I can't sail 5.5 days solo by myself. When you single hand, you just can't make big jumps like that. So, Suckies was the truck stops for normal people. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That was like a chain of truck stops and restaurants and stuff. Yep. Nope, you don't shift very much at all. So yeah, you're right. The shift lever doesn't get used nearly as much as the throttle does. Nope, no news, Wood Beast. Nope. Evil was deleted by Frank. Okay, Stuckies was the original 7-Eleven. Cool, Mary, that's neat. Sure, 71 Evil Stuckies was most famous for pecan rolls. Well, I did know that. Your living space looks nasty. It is. It is. It's an old 1974 boat. What do you expect? I was actually talking about the cushions. I prefer smooth surfaces such as leather over fabric. Yep, I agree. Sharpshooter. It's just what these things had. So, whole story is none of your business. Just end it, please. Don't tell me what drugs you need to start taking. Okay. The 70s were pretty well gone. The 80s. Okay. Lost that guy. Okay. Alrighty. Well, there you go. So. I will try to do that, Joe. So, but once again, I have very limited internet, so I really don't have much opportunity to watch other people's channels right now. I've had the ability to do that. I've been watching some videos here at the marina because I'm on their Wi-Fi, but I'm leaving the marina in the morning and probably not going to be in a marina again for a very, very long time, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'm hoping to get out of here and not be in a marina again until I get down to Florida. So. Both showing in light gray, it obviously did not post. Yeah, Carla, there are certain words you're not allowed to use on my channel. If you use them in a post, it won't post them. So, 381 to Costa Rica. Wow. Okay. Oh, leather in the tropics. Yeah, leather in the tropics wouldn't be good. It'd be a little sticky. It would be a little sticky. So. How many miles to Florida, Carl? Slipstream, I somewhere between 8 and 850. I think I'm somewhere between 8 and 850 miles to Marathon, Florida right now. So, no, Joe, do not have autopilot. Nope. Do not have autopilot. And I wouldn't trust autopilot. I've heard people talking about, oh, they put on the autopilot and they go down below and they go to sleep. There's just no way in hell I would do that. There's too many things floating out around the water for you to run into. It's just not smart to go ahead and do that. So, I saw your fishing rods on the roof in one of your videos. Have you fished recently? Sharpshooter, I don't have a fishing license in this state. I'm not going to be able to do any more fishing until I get to Florida. So, okay. Carter Hayes, wow. A lot of people getting deleted. It was hard, but worth it. Spent many years working my ass off and learned every weekend. When are you doing your knee? Okay. Huh. I don't know why I'm really thirsty this evening. I guess I just need to get some liquids in me. So, anyhow, guys, we're 53 minutes in. Time for some shameless shout out. And once again, while you guys are doing it, I want to remind everybody that right now, John Dolan is matching anybody's donations. And man, so now's the time. We could really use some funds coming in. Any dollars that you guys donate, John Dolan is going to match that donation up to $1,000. So please go ahead and donate often and a lot right now, so I can take advantage of that. Because anytime if you donate $1, he's going to match it. You donate 50 or 100, he'll match it. So anytime you guys could donate right now would really be awesome. I would appreciate it. So Why do people troll this channel? I don't know. I sailed around the world alone before they even had autopilots. Very few people ever sail around the world alone. It is done, but Joe, I'd like to be a little safer than that. So, what are you talking about? I'm not going to listen to this garbage. Okay. All right. Everybody calm down again. Please, everybody stop fighting. Would you like Mary to join you on your boat? She has experience. I called for Frank. I was trying to help. I'm kicking a few bucks, Carl. Hey, if you can slipstream, do that, man. I could really use it right now. So, cash weekends, charcoal weekends. There you go. Watch Holly on another adventure. The young lady's a real sailor. Okay. There's my PayPal link. There you go, guys. Anybody wants to donate to the link, there's my PayPal. Man, I could really use it right now. So, are the guys in blue mods? Yes, they are. 24-year-old sailing around the world. Yep. Yep, Bill, you bring her up every night. You must really like her, I guess. And that's cool. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm glad you do. So, Dodgers and Sox tomorrow. So, nasty friend, control yourself and ignore. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's just calm down, people. So, Frank was talking about another mod. That guy, Billy, I'm so lost. Okay. Yep. I have no idea what you guys are going on about anymore either. So, I don't know. You guys are just... Oh, everyone's trying to insult everybody else and fighting amongst themselves. It's just crazy. So, trying not to sink, not a sailing channel, motorboater, and very interesting. Hey, Gene, that sounds like cool. Instead of motoring, that's all I meant, to save time and money. Yeah, Joe, I understand that. With me running this old boat, I mentioned the other day one of my rigging cables. I popped a couple more wires. I'm just going to take my time and take it really easy on this boat and make sure I get there rather than try to push it. And I mean, right now, like today, tomorrow would be a good day to be on the outside, but I'm nowhere near a good place to get out to the outside. In order to go to the outside, for me, I like to have places so I can go from point A to point B, get in some safe anchorage, anchor up for the night, and then head back out again the next day, much like I did as I sailed down the coast of New Jersey. It's nice to be able to get outside and make those big jumps, especially places here on the ICW where you're battling against that incoming tide and, you really get slowed down. It's nice to be able to get to the outside. But going on the outside, when you're dealing with 4 and 5 foot waves, it really beats the crap out of you. So, Robert just hit PayPal. Thank you, Robert, man. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, dude. That is awesome. Very good. Very, very good. Yep. And John Dolan's matching all that. So every dollar you donate is actually going to be times 2 to me. So that's really awesome, man. Shoot the tiller with practice. Yep. Okay. I want a flamethrower. I do have an emergency flare gun. Yep, I have all of the Coast Guard required stuff, so I don't want to see them. Okay. In the morning, thanks, goodbye. All right, Frank, I'll talk to you later, man. Take care. Where will you go? Where were you a year ago? You've come a long way. Awesome. I was in Ohio a year ago, so... and Alaska before that, so yeah, I haven't heard if Doug's out of the hospital or not. I don't know. So Slipstream, I just sent you a donation. Okay, Slipstream, I haven't seen anything of it yet. Have I? Yeah. Okay. But yep. Okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Reading issue, you shouldn't sail. Well, it's not a critical rigging issue. It's just something I'm very aware of and keeping an eye on. I don't want it to get worse. So, have you been Alaska covered in grilled crab? There you go. Yeah, wood beast. It's all good, man. I am comfortable doing exactly what I'm doing and just going to keep going down that road. So, can we see the glare gun, pretty please? Flare gun's right there. There, you want to see a flare gun? Flare gun. That's a flare gun. These are flares. You open the flare gun up. You stick the flare in. You close the flare gun. You pull the hammer back and you fire it. Boom. It shoots one of these flares out. That's my flare gun. Right there behind me. Right where I know exactly where it is. Right next to the air can for my horn. With that rigging issue, you shouldn't say. Okay, yeah, seafood restaurant. Okay. There's often 1 foot waves. 1 foot waves I don't worry about. It's 3, 4, and 5 foot waves that I don't like. 1 foot waves don't bother me in the least. Alaska, that was a long solo sail. Yeah, I didn't sail from Alaska. I drove down from Alaska. How will you get to the Bahamas solo or crew? Joe, the Bahamas is a 1-day sail. It's an overnight trip to the Bahamas. That's an easy one to do, and I will have my rigging replaced by the time I do that. Right now, I only have 1 bad cable, so I just have to replace 1 cable right now. Fix your rigging. Have to be safe. Stay inside for a while. That's what I'm doing. I'm not grumpy at all, man. I was in a great mood until I started this live stream. You guys are all grumpy. Farm me out as a crew member. You guys are trying to farm me. Yeah, Mary, that's what they're trying to do, sounds like. Yep. Putting up with trolls. Yep. Thumbs covered in grilled crab meat to die for. Okay, Carl, I hear you. You must ask for a la Oscar. Okay. Let's all have a drink. Yeah, don't have any alcohol. Yeah, Slipstream. Yeah, I guess you didn't hear me announce it. I announced that you donated. I wasn't going to, because of the troll issues, Slipstream, I tend not to give people's full name out when I thank people for their donation. So I just said, yep, I said Robert donated to my PayPal and I thank you for it. I didn't want to call you out specifically for that, which is why I did not do that. So, but yes, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I want a flare gun. Use that flare gun to stop an intruder. Yep, could do that. Could also shoot a hole through my boat. No, it won't shoot a hole through my boat, but it would burn my boat. It would light it on fire. No, it's not a Browning. Do you have an EPIRB? I do not have an EPIRB, Joe. It's another reason why I like staying on the inside, especially in bad weather. And right now, Joe, just so you understand, there's been a lot of big wind and big seas out on the coast right now. You just can't jump to the outside unless you've got an adequate weather window. Whereas I can go down the ICW in almost any weather, I can stay in the ICW. In fact, the only reason why I pulled into a marina here in the first place is because there was a gale warning in effect, and they were talking about winds going to 50 miles an hour. So if winds, if winds are, 10, 20, 30 miles an hour, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll anchor out and deal with it. But when they talk about a gale warning and winds gusting to 50, that's why I decided that I was going to try to find a marina. Plus, then, of course, the cable broke, and I pretty much had to find a marina then. So, piracy on the waters. Yep. Okay, that's why you asked. Okay. Thank you, Woodbeast. I appreciate that. Was replying to CJ Captain. Took me 3 damn times to get it not post-gray. Okay. They will board you in the middle of the night. They can, yep. Drop toothpick into the cracks of my laptop. Oh, that's no fun. No, it's not a clock flare gun. Oh, man. Check plumbing, safety, etc. Yep. Donate for an EPIRB. Do you live in Florida? Okay. He said, well, Carl, I've got an EPIRB. I'll send you if you want. But it needs to have an inspection and certification again. Hey, Cliff, let me wait for me to get to Florida. Yes, the ICW is the Intercoastal Waterway. Wait for me to get down to Florida. I'll have an address down there. You can ship it to that. There's no point in doing it right now while I'm along the way. Thank you, Wood Beast, for showing my PayPal. Miss Lily would destroy anyone who attempted any piracy. Yes, she would. Well, no, she wouldn't. She would not bite. I don't think she would bite anybody, but she'll certainly bark and growl at people and make them think that she would bite them. Like the guy who came to collect the bill for the work today. He came and he knocked on the boat. As soon as he knocked on the boat, she started growling. In fact, she's asleep right now, so she's not going to know I'm going to do this, but I'm going to go knock on the boat and listen to what she does. I'm going to put the camera on her so you can see. Who's there? Who's there? All right, go lay down. Go lay down. It was me, dog. I'm just teasing you. See what I mean? She can be quite the defense dog if she needs to be. Are you woofing at somebody? Are you woofing at somebody? Are you woofing? Are you woofing? Yeah, so don't come knocking on my boat, guys. That's the greeting you'll get from Miss Lily. As sweet a dog as she is, and she's such a sweetie as she is. Oh, she's such a good dog. She will definitely bark and growl at you, so still works fine. Okay, cool, Cliff. Guys would be supporting your trip. They seem to be the only ones that send money. Begging. Brenda, you have to understand how this all works and what's going on. Yeah, there's some folks that subscribe. I think in the last month I've had 42 different people donate to the cause. That are part of the community here that participate and enjoy listening to the conversation and what's going on with the adventure. And so there's at least 42 people this last month who found that valuable enough to them that they donated to support what I'm doing. So, yep, there's always some level of rest. Gene, thank you, man. I appreciate it, even though I don't think you're welcoming me, but okay. Doug as well. Someone post his GoFundMe, please. He could use the help now. Yeah, Carter, whatever. I'm not going to go into that. To Marina came to the dock and wanted to see my registration and title, huh? Yep, Ruthless Ronnie, you're probably picking up on the hum from my refrigeration here on the boat. So, it's humming right now. Yep, she's a guard dog. What if I have a 6-pack of beer for you? Yeah, you can knock. Just realize that Miss Lily is going to respond just like you saw. So, check my head and all my running lights, paperwork. Thankfully, only one ticket. Yeah, Freedom, I got inspected the other day too. The only thing I didn't have was these placards. You see the placards right here over my shoulder? I didn't have placards, so they wrote me a ticket for not having placards, but I have the placards now, so. Okay. Well, I might be doable. Uh-oh, Mary. That never mind. I'm not going to go there, Mary, but that's, wow. 3 nights a week. Lily was sleeping on a job. She was. I woke her up with that, so. Yeah, good girl, Miss Lily. I should. Oh, the A to Z is sailing, I hope. There you go. Lily's great. Dude must be pretty small to fit down in those tiny. Yes, he was Southern Shoot. He was a little guy. I don't think the guy weighed like 90 pounds. He was really a skinny guy. He went down feet first, and then he had to go. He dropped one of his tools, and it went down and through the slot going down into the bilge. So he turned around and dove down in head first or so. It was sort of funny to watch him do that, but I mean, he could really get down in there. He had no problem getting in there. He could even go down in there and turn around while he was in there. So, missing something. I was in the Keys last week and was not on the internet, huh? I don't know. I mean, I am correct. Gene, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you correct about? So, Lily is Boodle. Boodle, okay. Trips down south, owner of marina kicked him off the dock, called him a trespasser. Huh. Beautiful. Yes, she is beautiful. And Gene is always correct. Yes, he is. Even when he's wrong, he's still correct in my book. No, I'm not kissing butt too much, am I? Yes, no, Gene's an awesome guy. He really is. Super, 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 super guy. As is John Dolan, as is a whole lot of people. As is Robert, as is Andrew, as is a whole bunch of good people. I thought I had it when you gave me the thumbs up. Okay. I still don't know what I'm referring to there, Gene. Or maybe, are you even talking to me? From, oh, okay. I have no idea. I have no idea. Alan, be good, man. Take care. Anyhow, so guys, once again, just as a reminder, anybody that donates tonight, John Dolan's matching up to $1,000, dollar for dollar. So if you're in a position to donate, now would be a time. So, as was Doug at one time, it appears. I don't know what you're talking about, Carter. I may get banned, but YouTube is only a job when it supports your lifestyle. Living off donations from these good-hearted people. Yes, Joe, I'm living off people that donate to my channel and my content and what I'm doing. What difference does it make, Joe, whether people donate through PayPal or whether people donate through Patreon? What difference does it make? What difference does it make whether they donate through the Super Chat or whether they donate through PayPal? What difference does it make? How do you distinguish one from the other? How do you say one is one or one is something else? For some reason, you and a lot of people seem to have a mental block about that. It's fine for SV Delos to live off of $90,000 a month in Patreon donations. That's acceptable. But for me to try to live on $1,000 a month in PayPal, somehow that's sorted and dirty. I don't understand that disconnect from people. It's no different whether people donate through PayPal, Patreon, Super Chat. It's all donations. All the selling channels live off that money. That's how we earn our money. You guys need to get your head together. That's how that works. I'm frankly tired of trying to explain that to people. So, Gina was asking about this place. Okay. My flip was about $700 a month. Okay, Mary Matthews, good girl, Lily. Yes, she is. Thank you, Wood Beast. Okay, I'm sorry, Gene. No problem. Okay. I have a suggestion of a new rule for the people if you don't donate. Yeah, unfortunately, Riley, we can't do that. Randy, we just can't do that. So, what you do is your business, Carl. That's kind of what I thought. So, build Patreon. No, how is Patreon any different? Tickle me, Finn. It's no different. There's no difference between people doing PayPal or doing Patreon. It's exactly the same thing. It's a little different organization, a little different structure. It's exactly the same thing. So you guys who don't seem like you can wrap your head around that, you know, just move on if you want. But it's the same thing. So, and Joe, if you don't understand or appreciate the content that I'm creating, then why are you here watching? I mean, this. I mean, seriously, this gets down to the very core of the thing. Why are you here? If I'm not generating content that you want to watch, then why are you here watching? You tell me I'm not creating content. Well, obviously I am if you're here watching it. Because if it wasn't content, it would be that. That's no content. But I'm creating content. So if you're here watching, I'm obviously creating content that you're consuming and you're watching it. You're here all the time watching me. So that's content. You guys got to get over yourselves. You seem like you have a disconnect with that. Oh. Well, you have to stand that we find Carl's journey interesting. If we didn't, we wouldn't be watching and donating. There you go. Huge difference. No, no different. Chance to explain his position. Yep, Carter, and I just tried to explain it to him. Well, Joe, not everybody sees this as begging. Apparently you do. Apparently a lot of the people who are trolls do, but there's a lot of people, as just was explained to you by Gene, that do not see it as begging. The difference is 30, 40 hours a week of video, post-processing, an hour or two is asking for money. Well, again, Ronald, that's just semantics. Okay, maybe I didn't spend 30 or 40 hours a week editing a video, but you know what? I've done, this week, well, in any given week, I do an hour to 2 hour live streams every evening. I do another half hour one during the day, another half hour one sometimes in the middle of the day. So on average, I do an hour and a half a day, 7 days a week. That's a lot of hours if you add all that up. It's a lot of hours. Just saying, it's no different. It's no different. To your in your mouth. Can anyone who donates claim it on their income tax? I don't know if you can. I don't think so. Watching you, your words, not mine. And Joe, I have been sailing. I've been sailing. So I don't know what to tell you, guy. I'm not giving sailing lessons. I'm just doing my thing. Real thin skin bunch here, Joe. They have a tough time with people offering an opinion. I don't have a problem with your opinion. I'm just tired of people hammering me over and over and over again for the same thing. You've had your opinion. I've heard it. Get over it. I'm tired of hearing about it every single night. Move on. If you don't like watching, Carter, stop watching. I'm not forcing anybody to watch here. So, and unlike Delos, who is on a cruise ship making $90,000. Yes, Bill, thank you for that. Let's see. Nope. Nobody forces anybody to donate. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Carl gets paid what he's worth. All right, there you go. All right, Evil, I'll accept that. I get paid what I'm worth. So, you have to understand, some people see you have a disconnect with working. Well, Troy, I don't have a disconnect with working, so. Okay. What do I want from my next boat? I would like my next boat to be a Lagoon 440 catamaran, but I'm going to have to work a little bit to be able to buy that. Every 10 minutes, other channels. Well, Bob, that may be true, but other channels also aren't going to respond to your comment, are they? You know, you guys seem to fail to realize that when I do these live streams, this is interactive, gives you an opportunity to talk and have conversation with me. If I was Delos or La Vagabond, they wouldn't waste 2 seconds responding to your comment. You wouldn't have any interaction with them. If you don't see the value of that, then I'm sorry, you don't understand, you don't get it, and that's fine. Move on. It is what it is. Anyway, she'd rather put it in a slot machine if she does a lot of that. Oh. Lost my other account in the divorce. Yeah, I hear that, man. Trolls are constant asking for money. Easy to defend, just saying. Hey, I have a defensible position. It's very easy for me to defend, Carter. I've lost so many people that have helped you out. I haven't lost anybody that's helped me out. Not really, no. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. And it's not Gene's offer right now. This is John Dolan matching funds. So, Paul must be foaming at the mouth. delete stuff. Yeah. I sold the 420 last week. Yeah, I'm well aware of that, Carter Hayes. Yep. And you know, a 420 would also be a good option. I've chartered a 420 myself before in the past. The 420, the 440. I prefer the 440 over the 420. It's just I like the raised cockpit area. I mean, the raised you know, steering station up there. But yep, that's what we're going to be looking at. Very few are aware. Watch how he truly acts when someone is trying to steal his dinghy. Yep, the other channels never interact with their subs. I mean, I are 1.5 years, new sailors, very controversial here. Yeah, unfortunately, Mary, and I apologize to you for that, Mary. It is controversial. It is a little different. You know, I'm the only YouTuber that I'm aware of in the sailing genre that's interactive and responds to people, and for some reason, people don't seem to understand the value of that. So, impersonated again. Carl, did you sail through the Pacific alone? I did not sail through the Pacific. Nope. Sorry, John, and thanks. Oh. And my shoulders are hurting, guys. I'm going to have to end this here pretty soon. I'm getting tired. Thank you, HJ. Appreciate that. Who's going to watch the begging? Hey, Miss Shar. How you doing? Getting after the live feed. Hope everyone's doing well. Good health. Thank you, Miss Shar. I hope you're doing well, too. So, don't interact. If you don't interact with people, you'll won't comment like that because it doesn't cause any issue. Well, yes, Mary, that's one does get the other. I do understand that. Yep, I do. Gene, professional captain, would not act that way when in foreign waters. Okay. Yep, I have a sales background, no doubt about it. Okay, cable is fixed and you're moving in the morning. Thank you, Marie. Yeah, let's get back to the reality here, huh? And get away from all this nonsense. Yes, cable is fixed, leaving in the morning, heading back out, gonna start making tracks south. Looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I'm jazzed about it. I think it's going to be awesome. I don't know what other adjective I can throw at that. I'm very happy with it. So I'm gonna get down to the next big city, which I think is not Charleston, what I say it was. Anyhow. And we're going to try to do a little provisioning there. I don't need much at all, really. I need some fresh bread. I went to grab a couple slices of bread out of the same bread I made my bologna sandwich out of the other night. I was going to have a bologna sandwich again tonight for dinner, and my bread was all moldy. So I had to have a bologna sandwich without the sandwich today for dinner. So yeah, I just had some bologna for dinner. So I need to provision here. So I need to stop and pick up some bread and some eggs and some butter, you know, some basic stuff. I'm out of my long life milk for my cereal. So I need to pick up a couple of items like that. Not very much, but then that should get me enough to get me almost all the way down to Florida, I hope. So with that said, I see a lot of stuff going by. Let me jump back in the chat real quick. Today, it actually comes with a price. You have to deal with what people say. Told whether they're allowed to continue to comment. Yep. Stay in jacks, huh? Bad. Some mechanics ripped you off. Did I miss that? Yeah. I like how you've dealt with the trolls. You have a small army of sheriffs that just stomp on them. Well, Mary, I mean, after a while, you learn to just not have patience with it anymore. So is going to drive the boat tomorrow with her captain's hat on. That would be great, huh? I did not have any lunch today. No. Some of the good places. I did not stop at any place to eat. Nope, can't afford it right now. I can pay 18 an hour. Okay. On a positive note, I need to go to the grocery store. Life is what it is. Take care, all. Thank you, Marie. We'll talk to you later, dear. Smoked sausage, too. Gene Carolina Shrub. Good luck. Okay. Oh, trolls are old news. Isn't that the case? So, all right, with that said, guys, we're going to pull the plug here. I'm going to jump off. I got some other stuff I have to get done before I get ready to go tomorrow. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Be good, be careful, take good care of each other. Remember, in the description down below, there's links to my PayPal and Patreon should you want to contribute to the adventure. Just one more reminder that John Dolan is matching any donations that happen right now. So if you donate $1, he'll match $1. If you donate 100, he'll donate 100. So if you would, hit the PayPal up, donate what you can, and we will see where things go from there. So anyhow, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Be good and be careful, everybody. I'm sorry. I see. Whoop. I'm sorry. I'm going to be back here for a second. Jincock Ash, are you talking about food you need on board? I don't speak English very well. Yeah, I need to do some provisioning here in a couple of days, Jincock, but that's not necessarily why I was looking for some money. But of course, you know, food does cost money, so yes. Hey, John Dolan, later, man. Cubans are good people. Yes, they are. But I think I'm hoping he's talking about making cigars or something. Okay. Good night, everybody.